In this video, we are going to talk about one of my absolute all-time favorite core strengthening exercises for babies. It's perfect for kiddos who have mastered rolling but are working on sitting independently or transitioning from sitting independently to crawling. Hi, if you are new here, I'm Dr. Lauren Baker, a physical therapist, and on this channel, we help proactive women and their babies move better. Stay tuned. The supine to sidelying to sit exercise, which is a really boring name, but basically just talks about what you're doing to help the baby transition. You're gonna start the baby on their back, and then you're gonna place them on their side, and then they're gonna sit up from that position, and you're gonna help them, but eventually they're gonna be able to transition from laying on the ground to sitting up by themselves, and then progress to crawling independently. This exercise focuses on the side and front core muscles, and those side core muscles or your oblique muscles are really important for crawling because as you move, you need to kind of side bend that trunk. So you need to kind of crunch that side in order to be able to give a little bit of space in order to move those arms and those limbs forward. It also helps for stability. So babies need to be able to hold themselves side to side as they transition and not just kind of fall over to the side. They need to have that core strength in both the front core muscles, which is that pull to sit muscle, but also those side oblique muscles in order to have a well-rounded, good, strong core. This exercise is perfect for babies who have head control. And a lot of times when I see kiddos, if they do lack some of that core stability, we're gonna start really slow and we're gonna start with about 2 to 6 repetitions really, because you're gonna do 1 on each side, and then focus on increasing their strength and their core endurance to about 10 plus per side. If your baby is struggling with their core endurance and you try this exercise and they either need a lot of help or they're only able to do 1 on each side for a total of 2, that is okay. What I want you to remember is this is just data points. We are just trying to gather information on how our baby is moving and strategically help them get stronger so that they can move better and more independently. A lot of times we are not necessarily told that transitional motions are just as important, if not more so important than those big milestones. It's actually getting in and out of positions that shows maturity in movement patterns and gets us ready for that next stage. So if a baby is placed in sitting but they're not able to get into sitting on their own, they're gonna have a harder time getting from sitting into crawling because transitional positions require different planes of motion. You need the forward, backwards, side to side, and rotational motions all to fit together into triplanar or 3-plane motions, which allow babies to get from laying on their back to sitting independently, and then from sitting independently to then crawl, and then also to go from crawling into standing independently to transition to walking. This exercise is going to be really great for kiddos of all ages. You could probably start this a little bit closer to 5 months if your kiddo has good head control, is rolling, and you start with the exercises from the floor. So let's get into it and really learn these exercises. Make sure you stay to the end because we will go over some more advanced exercises so that you can know when your kiddo is ready to transition to those and to find out how you can support your kiddo if you have more questions than just what this video answers. And then you're gonna roll them to the side, hand on top, and then I'm gonna have hand underneath and kind of help them sit up. They can go into a ring sit, which is this, or they can go into a side sit position. Should we roll? Good working, good working. And then if you want her to go into side sit, you have to bend this knee. And this position is a little hard for this kiddo, and so she prefers to just pop that knee out and go into ring sit. Miss Lauren, making me work so hard. We've been working so hard, we gotta get that belly strong. You can do this on the couch too. sometimes softer surfaces are more helpful. So I'm gonna tuck these knees up, boop, hand on top, bring that top hip down, and then you can go right into bench sitting on the edge of the couch. All right, we're gonna do the next side. Crash, crash, crash. Good work. Bend those knees over. One hand on top, one hand underneath. I'm gonna pull that top hip down. Yeah. And then you gotta be careful if they're on the edge of a surface like a couch or a chair. But then you can go right into bench sitting. I want to pop back in here and talk a little bit about stability balls. The stability ball exercise is going to be a little bit more complicated, so if you don't feel comfortable with it with your baby at first, go ahead and keep practicing the movement patterns on the floor or on the couch. But as kiddos get stronger, the stability ball really does give them more challenge, and it's also a little bit more fun for them. So I really highly suggest it. Definitely check the description below for a little bit more information on what size of a stability ball would be best for your age of kiddo, and links for stability balls or those exercise/yoga balls, whatever you want to call them, in case you do not have one at home but you would like one. And you're here, you're gonna roll them to their side, and then they're gonna push their hands up. You may have to give a little bit more support, and you can give them some bounces up and down as well. Okay, and then we're gonna roll to the side. My hands are on the bottom and the top of the pelvis, and then I roll the ball backwards as I help her sit up. Yeah, bounce, 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 bounce. And you can see both of my hands are kind of in a C shape, and they are around her pelvis. Oh, two more. Two more. You ready? You ready to work hard? Yeah, you ready to work hard? Okay. Hi. Okay, we're gonna go down, down, down. And then we're gonna go to the side. Roll to the side, and then I'm bringing the top hip down. Good job, sweetheart. You're such a hard worker. I know, you're such a hard worker. We're gonna do one more. Ready, set, go. Whoosh. I'm gonna roll to the side. Roll to the side, and then I have my top hand, and my top hand is pulling down. Good work. Good work. Boop, boop, boop. Up. You got it. You do. Yeah, you say hi. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Oh. Hi. Hi. Hi, cutie. Hi. Oh. Go this way. Push, push, push. Up. Hi. Oh, you did so good. Oh, you did so good, sweet girl. Ready? Tilt. Boop, boop, boop. Over to the side. Push up. One. We've got 9 more. Boop. Over to the side. And push up. Your turn. Your turn. Good job. Toot. And then I'm tilting her to the side, and I'm dropping the top of that hip. Yeah. Whoosh. And she's able to control herself down. If you have a baby who is not able to control themselves down, I'll show you what you do. I'm gonna tilt her pelvis to the side, and this top one is gonna go down. You have to work. What are you doing? You got work. Hey, you got work. Good job. Boom, 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 boom. And then that one I used a little bit more of my shoulder. Yeah, because we were being spicy. We're being spicy, so you can have a hand behind them and kind of lean them down. Hi, and then you remove your hand. Yeah, tilt. Good job. And then push, and this bottom arm is kind of tilting this ball away. Oh, I know you're working so hard, and it's the end of therapy. I know. Oh, yeah, you tell me all the feels you have, okay? You tell me, can you tell everybody how hard you're working? Say, I'm working so hard, friends. I'm working so hard. You're a big, strong girl. Ready? Crash. Do, do, do. Up. Up. Good work. 1. Boop. 2. Boop. 3. One more. One more. You can do it. Boop. Good job. Good job. Good work. This video helpful. Make sure you like this video, because what that does is it helps other mamas who are Googling the same things that you are be able to find this video. And if you have any questions, one of my absolute favorite things is to share resources down in the comments section. So make sure you post any comments that you may have in the comment section. And if you do have additional questions, make sure that you check out the pinned comment, because that's where you're going to be able to schedule either a free introductory 20-minute phone call or a paid parent consultation where we can talk about gross motor milestones and general exercises that a parent can implement for a kiddo based on what their current level is and the milestone that they are working on. I love to educate parents because you guys are so dang capable of helping your babies move with just a little bit of information and a whole lot of courage. If your baby is in a specific milestone like sitting independently or transitioning to crawling, make sure you check out the crawling playlist, the sitting independently playlist, or the core strengthening playlist for other exercises and ideas that may be able to help your baby get stronger.